My name is Brian Boland and I'm the CFO at HTL Freight. Our situation before HubTech was exciting but challenging. We had a lot of demand from our great customers and we needed to service that demand. We needed good people as quickly as we could get them, and it was very challenging to get them in the markets that we were operating in, the local markets, to be able to get that right talent and retain it. And HubTech offered us an opportunity for an alternative way to approach the challenge that we had. Our expectations at the start of our HubTech experience were strong. We've received very good recommendations from industry colleagues about the experience. So we had very high expectations at the start. And I would say that those expectations were exceeded. The experience with them, especially coming here, visiting the offices, seeing things with your eyes, seeing the people here, seeing the infrastructure here, seeing the management here, got us very, very comfortable. So expectations were high, but I would say that they were exceeded at the outset. Our experience with customer success, I would say, was the most compelling experience of our visit to the HubTech offices, our first visit. We had the opportunity to understand how other customers' experiences, what had worked really well, what necessarily hadn't worked well. And we were able to develop a blueprint to be as successful as possible from the start. So I would say that was by far the best experience, because there are certain mistakes we may have made that we avoided by learning from other customers' experiences. And the HubTech customer experience team was fantastic in showing us the path that would bring us the most success. So that was by far the most compelling experience for us. The best thing about our experience with the operational team was that they knew the industry and they knew the KPIs and they knew the important things that need to be measured in our business to be successful. So we didn't have to explain the basics of the industry. They already had a deep understanding of that from working in the industry and working with other customers. So that was a great head start as we were working with our specific KPIs in our company to help them understand those KPIs and help translate them to members of our operational team. The time taken to get up to all cylinders with our operations team was very much a collaborative approach. HubTech does a really good job at providing baseline industry training, and that was the first couple of weeks with most of our team members. We combined that with our own specific company training, and it's very much how much time you put into it, you're going to get up and running a lot faster. So we were very conscious to put as much time up front with our team members and have a regimented training program in place so they could get up to speed as quickly as possible. So it's very much a collaborative approach, working with our leadership and management team here to make sure that we had the best combined training approach based on the relevant experiences of the team members that we brought on board. So addressing pitfalls that we encountered along the way, I think the most important item to discuss in that area is in relation to the time that it took from our operating team to teach and mentor and guide the local team here. So I think at the outset, we underestimated the amount of time that would need. And I think if we were to look again, we would invest more time up front. We would bring the team here earlier. I think there's no replacement for in-person time, and we did this, I think, but we would do it earlier in the future going forward. And then the way we thought to best address this in our next phase of hiring is to have the local team that we've already taught and mentored, and they've learned our business and learned the industry. They're going to teach the next group of hires that we have. So that was a learning that we had along the way, to have a set group of people here that we can develop to become the teachers and the mentors and the leaders for our next round of hiring. So that's definitely been an experience that we'd like others to learn from in the same way that we learned the lessons from others before us. Best practices that we've learned for others to consider, I would say, is twofold. I would say first is to embrace, to come and visit and spend as much in time that you can to develop the relationships with the people. There's very much a cultural difference in my experience between the United States and Colombia, and it's very much a people-first culture and a people-first country. And I think coming here, you will recognize that, you will see that, and you will develop your team in a better way having seen that. We came here, we also brought our team to the United States, so they got to experience our culture. So I think embracing the culture and working it for the benefit of everybody is the first point I would make. Another best practice to consider is in bringing your team, treating the team here as part of your organization. They are not a separate organization, they are part of your organization. We included them on our emails, on our teams, on our happy hours. They are members of our team, and we brought them into our environment, and they feel like members of the team when we treat them as such. So treat it as a part of your organization, not a different part, not a separated part of your organization. Treat it all as one organization, one group, and make the new members feel as welcome as possible into a single organization. I would say the overall experience has exceeded our expectations in a number of areas. I think we initially started, we had 1 to 2 people, and we now have 4 to 5 times that in a very short space of time. And we realized very, very quickly the quality of the people, the quality of the talent, the lack of any language barrier with English being so fluent here with the younger population, and really the educated, young, talented workforce that we had here, and how much of an opportunity that was. It was very easy to integrate everybody into our team, and the people here were very high quality. So I would take overall it's exceeded our expectations in a number of areas, and we've matched that with the talent that we've brought in. In addition, the talent mechanism and the talent team that they have here is exceptional. They're able to bring quality talent in front of us to interview much quicker than we would be able to do ourselves. So that talent pool and taking that recruiting requirement, at least the initial stages of screening and finding talent, that's taken out of our hands, and we're presented with really high quality candidates, which makes hiring at a higher velocity much easier and quicker and more seamless. And that's a point that's really exceeded our expectations with our experience with HubTech. We were able to realize our ROI from our partnership with HubTech in very short order. Within a couple of months, we could immediately see a return in relation to the contribution to our operating team from all the team members down here. And that resulted us in being able to hire at a higher velocity, much quicker, when we were able to realize that ROI so soon. And that ROI is quicker the more team members that we have here, as the subsequent team members learn from the initial team members. So it's been a very positive ROI experience for us, and that velocity will increase as we continue to grow here. Our plans for the future with HubTech are very exciting and have expanded a lot since we started to work with them last year. We've got some high growth aspirations, and we know that our partnership with HubTech can help service those growth aspirations that we have. We're looking to expand our team here and build out a fuller office of the great talent that we can access here. And we're also looking to start a technology partnership with the great technology solutions that they continue to develop here. We're looking forward to partnering up on the technology side in the near future as well, to complement the increased and improved talent that we have here. For anyone that's looking to partner with HubTech and learn more about the experience, the first thing I would say is to come here and visit the operations and see for yourself the sophistication of the operations here, the quality of the young talent, the great work environment they have, the very high quality of English as a second language. It's an amazing talent pool. I think when you see it, the perception that we had before we came was very different from what we experienced when we visited. And it really opened up our minds to the potential and to the opportunity for us to grow here with HubTech. The culture here in Medellin is incredibly unique. Colombia has a very warm community, family type culture, and it's been wonderful to experience that community culture within the city. It's a very unique city in a lot of ways, with a very deep history, and we had the opportunity to learn a lot about that history in the Comuna Tres tour that we took, and embracing, and it's a city that has embraced that history and is now full of young, vibrant, educated, hungry young people, and really a fantastic experience to see the culture of a young up-and-coming city here in Colombia. My name is Brian Boland. I'm currently based in Charlotte, North Carolina, with a wife and a baby girl on the way, and a beautiful golden doodle dog. In my spare time, when I'm not working and traveling, I like to play golf. As a former college golfer, I like to do that when I can, and also like to play a little bit of tennis. Generally stay fit, exercise, eat healthy, spend time with friends, and occasionally, maybe once a year, get back to Ireland, to my original home, to say hi to my family.